We're here at Chip's Park, and he focuses on bloom. That's one of his favorite parts of gardening, and I think from talking to our customers we've learned most people's favorite part of gardening. In this video we're going to give you tips on how you maximize that bloom, and it's really done fairly simply by following a regimen that we've established over the last 45 years in business. We have some unique ideas about gardening that I think aren't widely understood. If you're interested in learning about how to make the healthiest soil in very simple, easy ways, subscribe to our channel, go to our website, and follow our social media. In 1976, I got a landscape contractor's license and then followed that up with a degree in landscape architecture. And since then, we've been building gardens and selling plants and improving soil. Chip feels most comfortable when he's in his own park, and that's where we are today, talking about the 4 ways to maximize bloom. The first point is one that can't be overemphasized and I think is not well understood, and that is that everything you do in your garden should be focused about building life in the soil. By example, if you go to Home Depot or Lowe's, almost every product on the shelf, they have products that are good for plants and that will make plants grow fast and be very green and even bloom. But almost every single one of those is bad for soil. So what we want to do when we feed plants is also feed the soil. So all the products we're encouraging you to use will either attract life in the soil, or they are life, or they will build life in the soil. So they're food for life. And if it doesn't do any of those things, you shouldn't be using it in your garden. The second point in maximizing bloom is to talk about earthworm castings, and that I don't use them much. And we haven't used them as an ingredient in our John and Bob's products, but they're fantastic, and I do recommend them sometimes as a supplement. They're what our theory is all about, or our beliefs are all about, and that is maximizing the life in soil. But they're bulky, and you need quite a bit to make a difference. And so we focused in our product line, which has bags like this that treat 1,000 square feet, on concentrated products. And I would say that earthworm castings aren't real concentrated. You need to use them generously. As you know, the healthiest plants bloom. Bloom is a reflection of the health and the vitality of the plants. And so what we want to do is maximize that health. The ingredients in blend have nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and almost every micronutrient there is, and actually every mineral in the periodic table. The minerals are more food for life of the microbes in the soil. So our philosophy of how to maximize bloom is feed the plants with nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, and micronutrients, and feed the soil and maximize life in the soil, which creates its own nutrients for the plants, and through the vitality of the plant, the bloom will be maximized. So penetrate has the lowest form of life in soil, bacteria. There are higher life forms which are in our other products. Bacteria is the only microbe in penetrate. And then the higher life forms that are in blend feed on the bacteria. And those would be things like fungi and protozoa and good nematodes. They feed on bacteria. So the bacteria is the lowest form of life. We spray that on, and along with food like kelp, and the bacteria feed on the kelp, that's all in penetrate. And then the other products build on that and create really a complete organic system for building your soil and maximizing bloom and yield. Now you know all about maximizing bloom, which really is about maximizing yield also. Those two are very connected. If you have some tips for us or some questions or would like to have a dialogue about maximizing bloom and yield, please contact us via our website, www.johnandbobs.com. If you like Chip's video in his own park, please give us a like, and please subscribe to our YouTube channel.